Luz Camino's world is one where beauty and joy are brought to life through impeccable craftsmanship. Her work draws together many qualities: an eye that delights in detail while understanding overall patterns and rhythms, fascination with both traditional and little-known materials. Always working independently on a small scale, Luz has never had to compromise her own taste to fit with what might be fashionable or commercially successful, and this freedom has defined her path as a jeweler. In Madrid, Spain, where she enrolled in 1973, a student and only woman, she was the first woman in Spain to qualify the goldsmith. At home in the workshop, she shared with her husband, a surgeon who made his own medical instruments, her jeweler's bench was the birthday gift from her parents. Initially, she made the pieces simply for family and friends, and her subsequent output over 50 years had remained a slightly elusive treasure, glimpsed occasionally, but not primarily by word of mouth. Underpinning her drawings and enabling deep collaboration with the craftsmen who realized her design, with no shop or gallery of her own, the first regular showing of her work began in 2003 with annual collections for the New York department store Bergdorf Goodman, for whom she creates in addition to her unique pieces series of limited edition each year. Her work recognized internationally, exhibited in Victoria Albert Museum in London and in Paris, Museum of Arts and Design in New York. A love of stones has been at the heart of Luz's work from the beginning, and she has drawn widely and intuitively on the beauty with the natural world. Minerals, pearls, complemented by metals ranging from platinum to patinated bronze. As she explains, I need them all, I use them all. And a regular chunk of opal that inspired a melting ice of cube, or barite crystal, or brown and white diamonds. Masked moonstones are a dramatic effect in the luminous milky dome and trailing jellyfish, or silken frame crystalline heart of pink druzy. Tourmaline to create the wings of a butterfly. Enamel adds a versatility and incredible designs, reaching beyond the conventional hierarchies of materials within fine jewelry. Flower petals might glitter with pave-set gemstones or equally be of seamless resin. She works in different materials. The found objects extend her range further, more boldly in dramatic necklace of a weighty ball bearing dark gleaming spheres, each one orbited by a ring of diamonds. Botany has been a source of inspiration for some of Luz's most interesting creations: mother of pearl, tiny rubies, waxy magnolia blossoms, and papery glowing plicajour. Modest white violets whose paired tinted stems entwine to form a tiara of fairy tale enchantment. Flowering plants and trees. Shimmering scales show further the abundance and generosity of nature. Art, too, has provided a rich source of loose jewels. In Velasquez's portrait, adorned with a line of silvery butterflies, the originals perhaps of shimmering silk organza and single more naturalistic butterfly. From this derived loose enameled butterfly with its rich towy wings and shadowy frosted rock crystals, art stylized as an almost abstract captured exclusively. Telescope and this in turn have brought new possibilities to Luz jewelry, evoking this mysterious glowing phenomena in variable and solid form represents an awe-inspiring challenge and the dynamic innovation forms that have resulted an exhilarating departure from the familiar. Abstract, they can be astonishingly complex in their rippling mass of diamonds, rubies, moonstones, and enamel. A dense trail and clustered white diamonds interspersed with brown set at different heights and angles forms a necklace representing a ring of young stars around the galaxy. Luz much very made her own. Echoes of past eras pulse throughout her work, hidden references that reveal an extensive knowledge of jewelry history. Renaissance jewels sculptured around a single Baroque pearl are evoked by her zoomorphic jewels. Jewel bouquets of the 18th century prefigure her flower stems, although hers may be more conveniently separated to wear singly. Indeed, many of her floral pieces feature elements that may be detached and worn separately. The soap bubble jewels with the glassy domes and iridescent surface color and an airy postscript to the reverse intaglio jewels of the 19th century, while there is a hint of Art Deco formality to some of her miniature trees and the arrangement. While Carl Fabergé's adoption of unusual minerals acknowledged a yearning for something more poetic than unconventional of status-laden diamonds and pearls, like Luz both used fine lines of tiny diamonds to a great effect to trim or give definition to a piece in which the dominant material might be of modest intrinsic value. Luz's use of enamel with this infinite sublets of color and the extraordinary light filled radiance of Picajou connected the great French Art Nouveau jewelers, along with the Barcelona jewelry house Masriera, which, following the Paris Exposition of 1900, introduced this new style in Spain. In her three-dimensional botanical jewels of the last decade, she achieved a breathtaking revival of this technique. Amongst Luz's many jewels of rare distinction, it is sometimes the simplest things that are the most telling. Her slender lines of diamonds, her ability to animate these lines, and her sure sense of balance, imbalance, and movement. Nothing escapes her gaze, and nothing of beauty is beneath her interest. The charm of heart-shaped pebble found by a friend might be a pleasure widely understood. By rarer diamond flourish and enhances rather than destroy its simple beauty. This sustained sensitivity and subtle appreciation of the world around her pervades and defines her jewelry. It is her joy in life and the fundamental understanding that its inconsistencies and regularities are beautiful.